A very good morning, students. So today's topic is writing. So in the previous class, we discussed about sensible writing. So there are a few more topics coming under writing. Okay. So classifying is one subheading under writing today we are discussing. And the second one is providing examples of evidence. So both are very, very important. So quickly we'll move. What is classifying? The purpose of classification in writing. See, when a particular topic is given students, so if you have to write, for example, if I say communication is the topic, I have to write an essay on communication. Now, how do I write? Now, for example, if you take me as an example, I write, what is communication? I'll talk about the definition. I'll talk about how communication is being divided into. So I'll be talking about the types of communication. For example, formal communication or informal communication. Or I'll be talking about verbal communication, non-verbal communication. So initially I'll be giving about the definition or what exactly that particular term means. And then I'll go talking about the types. Now under each type, I'll be talking about the subtopics. Okay. Now for example, if I say verbal communication, what are the different things coming under verbal communication? That is nothing but, oral communication where we use a language. Now the same way, if I talk about non-verbal communication, what are the different kinds of non-verbal communication? So there are again different subtopics coming under non-verbal communication. So both the main headings, under that subheadings, examples explaining about those subheadings, and when I come about towards the end of that particular essay, I'll be concluding where I'll include all the terms and give a conclusion. So I classified my essay in different paragraphs and chronologically linking them. Okay, so classifying is nothing but, which has been splitted into smaller, more manageable, more specific parts. The more you segregate, it will be easy for you to write about that particular essay. Okay, so the tip is choose topics that you know well when writing classification essays. So when there are given 4 or 5 topics and there's a choice for you to write an essay, so choose that particular topic which you already know. So you can classify, you can simplify that into number of subtopics, and each subtopic can be a paragraph. Okay. Now see, the structure of a classification essay. Now, as I told you, it should have, there should be a beginning, there should be a body, and there should be a conclusion. When I'm really talking about the introduction, it should be much broader. What is the topic all about? So I'll be talking, for example, the same example. If I say communication, what is communication? Communication is nothing but the exchange of information, feelings, emotions, everything. So the way you encode information, the other person decodes, it is called good communication. So this is what exactly I'll be writing under the first paragraph. So when I talk about the body, this is nothing but called thesis. So when I say thesis is nothing but the body of that particular essay. So when I come into the middle part of the body of the essay, you'll be having number of subtopics. Now, as I told you, communication is further divided into verbal communication, non-verbal communication. So the next topic next paragraph of the body, the first paragraph, I'll be talking about what is verbal communication and what is non-verbal communication. Immediately under that subtopic, I'll be first talking about verbal communication, where we use a language to exchange our emotions, feelings, etc. So what are the verbal activities, what we do? For example, group discussion, debates, elocution, public speaking. I'll be talking about each and every activity coming under the verbal communication. So all that will be under the second paragraph. The third paragraph under body, I'll be talking about what is non-verbal and what are the activities coming under non-verbal communication. Okay, so that will be coming under fourth paragraph. So I'll be classifying my topic into different paragraphs. So introduction is broadly about the main topic. The next body is all about the subtopics and subtopics. Now when I'm really closing, when I close something, the closing again should be very well done. The conclusion should be, should be brought in such a way that all the categories, all the subtopics, everything should be back together again to show that what exactly I'm talking about. I'm talking about communication. So once again, I need to highlight what is the broader topic in the conclusion part. So this is nothing but classifying, which helps you to understand each and every topic when you start writing. The more you classify, The more you simplify that particular statement, whatever is given to you, you can put forth your ideas in a better way. Okay. Now coming to the next topic is providing examples or evidence. Now students, when you write something, if you take a complaint letter, if you take a report, if you take a research paper, if you take an assignment, whatever it is, when you're writing something, there should be a proper evidence. For example, if you are absent for your internal lab examination, and you say you come with a letter saying that please reconduct that particular exam because due to medical emergency I couldn't come back. So you need to provide an evidence, that medical report, which shows a proof that you were really not well that day, and that's why there's a chance for to reconduct the exam once again. It is not 100%, it's only an example, students. So providing examples or evidence are very, very helpful when you write something, when you're writing a report. Evidence is very important. Statistical data is very, very important, which highlights your information. See, if you beat around the bush and say something, no one will believe or read that, students. If you give some statistical data, if you refer something from Facebook, some good quotation from it, or if you refer something from some news channel or from a paper or from a journal or from a magazine, if you cite something, so definitely it has more impact. Okay, so find the right kind of evidence when you're writing something. When you're putting your sentence and making it into a statement, you need to have a proper evidence. That evidence should be effectively used. See, we all know jokes, students. A joke is a raw material. So you should know where to place it. That person is really becomes a joker, isn't it? See, when you see a comedian, the same dialogue, if you crack, people will not laugh. You should know when to crack it, when to utilize it. So where exactly this particular evidence should be placed to highlight your sentences or statements is very, very important. Okay, so you need to refer many sources to find evidence, the statistical data, the names, the quotations to highlight your sentences. Okay, so when you're writing something, classification is also very, very important, and to highlight your ideas, evidence and statistical data and proofs are also very, very important. I hope this session was really helpful, students.